Welcome to Hymns with Flower, where we sing hymns with understanding. Today, we are looking at the hymn that carries a very simple prayer, but behind those three words is a story of sickness, uncertainty, and a man approaching the end of his life. The hymn is Abide with Me. Imagine knowing that your life is coming to an end, and instead of writing a song of fear, you write a prayer. Abide with me. This is the story behind one of Christianity's most beloved hymns. Abide with Me was written by Henry Francis Lyte, an American minister and poet in 1847. Lyte had struggled with poor health for years and he was suffering from tuberculosis. By the final month of his life, his health was deteriorating badly. The hymn draws inspiration from Luke 24, where two disciples on the road to Emmaus was asking Jesus to stay with them because the day was drawing to a close. They said, "Abide with us." And Lyte took that simple request and turned it into a prayer. But for Lyte, evening meant much more than the end of the day. It could mean the evening of life, the closing chapter, the moment where woman's strength begins to fail. And so the hymn becomes a quiet cry to God, "Lord, stay with me when everything around me changes. Stay with me when woman's strength fails. Stay with me when darkness comes. Stay with me when life itself comes to an end. Stay with me." There's a popular story that Lyte wrote this hymn immediately after preaching his final sermon. But historians believe the hymn was composed during the final moment of his life, rather than necessarily on that exact day. Lyte died in November 1847, only a short time after the hymn was written. And that makes the words even more powerful, because this wasn't simply a poet imagining what it might feel like to need God at the end of life. Lyte himself was standing at the edge, yet his prayer wasn't, "Lord, let me be comfortable." It wasn't, "Lord, explain everything to me." It was simply, "Abide with me." And sometimes that is what we need. Not a detailed explanation, not a promise that everything will instantly change, just the quiet reassurance that God is with us. But there are seasons in life when we don't have answers. Right? There are moments when we can't control what is happening around us. There are times when all we can pray is, "Lord, stay with me." Maybe you are in your own evening today. Maybe a relationship is changing. Maybe you are entering a new season. Maybe you are facing uncertainty. Maybe you are afraid of what tomorrow holds. Whatever it is, remember the message of this thing. You don't have to walk through the evening alone. Finally, remember, we don't sing Abide with Me because we know what tomorrow will bring. We sing it because we know who we want beside us when tomorrow comes. So the next time you sing this hymn, don't just sing the words. Think about them. Abide with me. Lord, stay with me when I'm strong and when I'm weak, when I understand and when I don't, when the light is so bright and when the evening comes. Abide with me. This is Hymns with Folawe, where we sing hymns with understanding. God bless you.